What it is, your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge. I bring it to y'all from the streets. I'm outside early, man, early in the morning. Good morning to all my faithful subscribers. Lot to talk about. Lot going on out there. Wait for a few of y'all to chime in, man. I know it's early, man. A lot of people sleep. But I see y'all, yeah, y'all coming in. That's what's up. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started early, man, because I got things to do. But I just wanted to chime in on, the Lil Boosie. Excuse my background. I'm out and about, and people out here making moves as well, so I gotta respect that. But I want to chime in on Lil Boosie saying that about Puff, about P. Diddy. Why his friends is not speaking up for him. I think Luke Skywalker, Uncle Luke, whatever y'all call him, kind of mentioned it too, but he also went into reasons of why the people went up in Puff House. So hold on, a plane going by, hold on. Got the Army planes going by. Fort Bragg, what up, Fort Bragg? Fayetteville in the building, what up? Where y'all at? Guess they on their mission. They on their mission. So like I was saying, Uncle Luke spoke out about it, and he spoke fluently, how the powers, or the uppity up powers to be, got way more power than people that we see in power. And they can't do it what they think that they want to do, and think they won't get spanked. And it's a good lesson to show that, they'll spend millions of dollars to send the Homeland Security up in your establishment, in your house, in one of the most protected places that any human being can have, which is their household. If you're not safe in your household, you're not safe anywhere. So Uncle Luke spoke about that. So now I want to get back to what I was saying, how Boosie was speaking on where is Puff friends at? The ones that might have been, partying with him, smoking, giggling, laughing, having fun, and even some of the colleges that he donated money to, and things of that nature. Now donate money, which is all hearsay. They were saying that Puff would, donate to people that he think that will, I want to say, benefit him. And then he would have a friend that's right next to him that wouldn't be able to actually, benefit him on that level, and he would not donate money to them. That's hearsay. And I don't like to go off hearsay. And I'm just using this as an example right now. And let's don't get it twisted. I just put up a post showing that Puff was innocent for the city college stuff, and the police should have been held accountable. So I'm not here to tear nobody down, especially anybody when they are down. I don't want to kick them while they're down. So that's not what I'm saying. So basically, I'm kind of playing devil advocate all at the same time. Then you got Roland Martin that said a lot of these bloggers, a lot of these big upper echelon magazines is utilizing other people's stories like TMZ and Shade Rooms, and they turning it into their story, but utilizing the same information, but didn't check fact to make sure that it's actually correct information. They didn't do their due diligence by calling and making sure. They just put out a story and the writer put their name under the bottom of it and make it sound, similar to what's going on out there. And that's just to make money. He said that he was the chief editor of a lot of these newspaper companies and businesses that he worked for, Chicago, a few other places. And he said that he would fire a person and tell them they better change it or switch it up and do their fact checking and call and make sure that that their information is correct before he would let them actually release it on their platform. And I agree with that, because now that's what starts the whirlwind of, or the avalanche of all this media stuff going out about Puff. Now, Boosie was saying, how none of his friends is standing up for him and speaking out. My opinion is they probably not speaking out because they don't know if things are true or not. So it's scary if you speak out about it and you have a big name and a big face out there, and then you was defending it and it comes out that it was true that he was doing wrong. What that puts your brand, what type of situation that put your brand in, so to speak. Then you got people that probably actually know him and know what was going on the inside that can't speak out. So it's a gift and a curse for people to try and hold him down. Now the biggest thing of all is the allegations that Cassie made in her lawsuit, and once that lawsuit came out publicly, a matter of days she settled out. So that's an eye-opener. That's an eye-opener right there. That's an eye-opener, meaning that, wow, if he settled out that fast, maybe some of this stuff is true. So if a person settled out that fast and his friends see that he settled out that fast, they're gonna think like, now if I back him up and things is true, if they back him up and know that, or find out that the things is true, and later on now their name is caught up inside of the Puff situation, the Diddy situation. That's the only thing about it why it's a gift and a curse. And you're right, you're innocent until proven guilty. He hasn't been proven guilty on nothing. But the only key factor is he settled out fast with Cassie. So now they looking at that's a form of guilt. It's like cousins. You're guilty, but you're not guilty. My thing is, somebody suing me, I'm not paying you nothing. I know I didn't do nothing. We getting ready to go to trial. We going to trial. And that's a fact. It still look bad. NEBX Valley, salute. 12 tribes, salute. You're right, it still looks bad. And it's a sad situation, As bad as people want to, try and help Puff, like where your friends at? That's the crazy part. That people scared to speak out to try to help them, because you got to look at it now. Look at Meek Mills. We don't know for sure that he did anything with Meek Mills, but it's just they going heavy and heavy and heavy, and just because they showing pictures of him and Meek being homeboys hugging, they saying that Meek is gay because he might hug him or say, "What up, daddy?" Let me explain something to y'all about the word daddy. Daddy has been a word in New York that guys used back in the days, and it came from jail. All those sayings that you hear from back in the days, "Oh snap," or "What's the word?" "What's poppin'?" You heard? All those are jail. They come from jail, and then it leaks to the street and the world starts saying it. The word daddy, guys always been saying that word. "What up, daddy? What's good? What y'all doing? What y'all up to?" "Nah, daddy, I'm chilling, man. I ain't going nowhere today, man." And the word "no homo" wasn't out. The word "pause" wasn't out. Dame created pause. Cam created "no homo." That wasn't out. None of that wasn't out. But the word daddy been out. And it was just a regular word. It wasn't nothing about, because people already was safe and comfortable in their sexuality, so they never had to say those words. I don't never even say no pause and no homo, nothing. I don't. And Dame is my boy. That's my bro. But still. So, they see him hugging a person. He might have gave a baby a forehead kiss. That means like he's sizing them up and all that. No doubt. The word "what's poppin'" is one thing, but saying daddy to another grown man is, I guess he's saying that's suspect. That's a fact now. But I'm saying back then in the late 89s, 80s, the word daddy was regular. Excuse me. Everybody was saying the word daddy. I never really said it. Not a few of my boys, but a few of my homies that I used to hang out with up the hill, they used to use that word a lot, daddy, but nobody thought of it in that manner, like saying daddy. And back then, dudes was young. We wasn't used to hearing a woman, when you having sex with them, call you daddy. Women probably even know the word daddy when they was having sex back then. They just figured out how to say daddy now, to stroke a man's ego when he's having sex with her. To be honest. But using it now in this day and era is not a good word to be using. But you got to look at it. Puff goes way back then when that word was regular. So it's just embedded it in him. That's all. And that's just being real. Anybody from New York know that word was that word. And it really was a Harlem thing. I don't really know too many Brooklyn dudes that use that word. Staten Island, Long Island, Bronx. Really, mostly Harlem dudes used it. But it wasn't like a sexuality thing. And the word daddy was used by gangsters. And not saying they wasn't undercover back then. I don't know. We don't know. All this undercover stuff is going on and coming out now. So it's crazy. But, to get back to what Boosie was saying, a lot of people just don't know and don't want to take on that, trying to defend him if they don't know. And like he said, you're innocent till proven guilty. Now, if you don't know about him in his parties and what's going on, you definitely don't want to tie your name to it and try to defend him. Hopefully people are speaking to him, but, and holding them down and giving them words of wisdom and encouraging them and stuff like that. Back in Brooklyn used to use different terminology than Harlem. We all kind of basically used all the same terminologies, but it was used normally 1 or 2 or 3 words we used different amongst us, like certain type of clothes Brooklyn guys would wear that Harlem and Bronx wouldn't wear. So you would know a Brooklyn dude when you see one, and a Brooklyn dude would know a Harlem dude when you see one in Bronx. It's just different. It's just New York culture. That's all it is. It's just different. But I hope Puff Homies is holding them down, calling them and, giving them words of wisdom and all that. Yeah, Brooklyn U's son. That's a fact. Harlem Machine. Brooklyn U's son. Right, and he called himself Puff Daddy in the first place. Puff Daddy, exactly. Facts. That's a fact. But it was just different culture, man. So I hope his friends is holding him down, giving him words of encouragement, but they can't come out. Somebody said, why Puff? Internet slash underscore said, why Puff? Why do Ludacris come up with his name? Why did Nelly say Nelly? You don't know why people call their names in this rap culture. They come up with names for their own meanings. And you just being smart. Talking slick. King James, nah, we not definitely dissing anybody. We just speaking facts and point people in the right narrative. But yeah, so hopefully Puff Friends is holding them down and calling them and stuff like that. They probably don't want to go public with it because they don't want nobody putting their name in it like Meek Mills. Meek Mills is all in there. Somebody done came up with an AI. I believe that's AI. That's my opinion, that Puff and him having sex. That's AI. So y'all got to watch all this AI stuff. Because they can make a voice sound just like yours and it's hackers out here that do stuff like that and think it's funny and playing with somebody's life. That ain't cool. I don't think that that's Meek Mills. Only thing I don't like that Meek Mills didn't do was come out publicly and say, I ain't gay. Y'all lost your mind. Me and Puff ain't never did nothing. If he's not. I'm not saying anything wrong with being gay. There's nothing. If you gay, you gay. It's cool. I'm just saying, don't tweet it all the time. Tweet it. People like to feel energy. Let me see your face when you talking. And that's for real. Now you got Stevie J now. He came out and he's told 50 Cent, what's up? I want to fight. That's a form of holding Puff down. And I kind of seen when 50 said something about Stevie J, what's up, Stevie? This ain't true, when he read the allegations of that, the guy that's making civil suits now, put Stevie's name in it. So is Stevie speaking on the strength to 50 because 50 said something back to him because he read what the guy said? Or is Stevie J speaking out because he don't like that 50 speaking out because he seen Puff with his baby mother? Which one is it? Tones 87, West Side, what up? Y'all know what it is. Yeah, and then speaking on it decades later, you're right. And I asked the same thing. One of my boys was like, man, why are you speaking on it now? And like a lot of, and I say the same thing, why? But like people say, people is like, people that go through that trauma be scared. They threaten your life, they threaten your parents, they threaten your job. So now they feel like they don't want to jeopardize their job. They don't want to jeopardize their family getting killed if they actually seen this person do something to somebody and know they're capable of really doing it when they say it to them. So they try to hang around and try to probably figure their escape out. But now they come out when they feel that a person such as Puff is vulnerable now he can't do too much to hurt nobody because he's under the radar now. So now they can speak out, so they feel protected because they protected by the world now. So now they come out. It always happens. Bill Cosby, everybody want to come out after the fact. R. Kelly girls want to come out after the fact, but one girl step up. It always happens, man. I just don't understand how they let them use all the old stuff without evidence. But this new guy showing pictures now. Have y'all seen that? He's showing pictures with him, Cuba Gooding. And it's crazy, but it ain't really no real factual thing that Cuba Gooding did anything. He just showing a picture of him and Cuba in the studio. They talking and he chilling and he smiling with Cuba. So that don't mean nothing. A lot of people need to stop listening to these bloggers, thinking that everything that they say is correct because they just utilizing information and taking other people's information and turning it into theirs and making it sound the same. Or, no, making it sound different, but using the same information, excuse me. So it's crazy. Nah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a lot of hearsay, man. He said, she said, exactly. That's a fact from the higher-ups. Illusionizing facts. Diamond Love, I feel you. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And you know, it's sad, but a person such as Puff Statue only gonna get that type of flack. And they've been trying to sabotage hip-hop for a long time. Bob, what up? I am the brother from Paid in Full. Salute. But you know, when you get in power, man, you gotta humble yourself, man. And then, you know, people when they're in power at an early age, they don't understand. They don't understand it's rough out there, man. And you gotta stay humble. You gotta treat people good. But you gotta be stern and run a stern business. You can't be no nice guy, because a lot of people take that for weakness too. But a lot of people don't want to tie themselves into something until they really know what's going on, because the way the media do it. If a friend stands out and say, yo, Puff ain't this, that, and then something actually come out, because you don't know Puff every movement because you his friend, and then something come out, now you looking crazy. And they gonna say, why was you defending him? Is you down with it? Or people just start making up stuff about you in the middle of the heat right now. It's heated right now. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm the type, I just want to see what's going to happen at the end. But I'm going to speak about stuff that I know. I'm not going to speak about nothing that somebody else say about somebody. I'm never going to do that. Ever. Ever. So I don't know. I've never been to a Puff party. I've been around Puff. I watch him be aggressive with his staff and curse him out. That's just being honest, but that's what bosses do. I haven't seen a few of them do it. But I ain't never seen none of that crazy stuff they talking about, so we'll see it all play out later. But yeah, I'm gonna come back later on, man. I got things to do. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all go and check out the joint I did with Puff, about Puff with the City College joint, showing that he did not know what was going on and it wasn't his fault, and he still got sued for that. I just keep it real. That's it. Peace.